3 generations of graduates from Lutheran High School. My in-laws, Nancy and Bill Gramso, graduated nearly 60 years ago in 1957 from the original Lutheran High. And as you mentioned, my husband Greg graduated in 1987. His 3 siblings, Cindy is a graduate of Lutheran West, Bill and Julie also from Lutheran High Northwest, and I believe they had a number of cousins out at Lutheran High North, the Seeloff family. And so, as he mentioned, we have Catherine now as the 3rd generation alumni from Lutheran High Northwest. And on top of that, Grandma Esther worked in the association office with the whole crew. So, unfortunately, Greg isn't able to be here tonight, so I'm Plan B. And hopefully, the Benz household can represent as well. We do have a strong tradition of participation in Christian education. I graduated in 1988 from Northwest. I was the first graduating class out in the Rochester Hills campus. Nice facility. And all 3 of my siblings also attended Lutheran High. So Mike and Karen are North graduates, and Kelly's a graduate from Northwest. Nieces, nephews, cousins attending Westland, Lutheran High North. I even have my cousin's wife as on staff, Alyssa Benz, out at Lutheran High North. So I think we are representative of faith and family and Lutheran tradition of secondary education. And James hopefully is going to graduate in 2018. He's on track. And a strong Lutheran High School Association hopefully will provide Charlotte in 2027 to be our last Crusader. As I walk the halls as a student and a parent at Lutheran High Northwest, it's been interesting to be on both sides of that. But I'm really very grateful for all the many opportunities that I had to participate, to serve, and have roles in leadership. As he mentioned, I did a few things while I was there.
Suggested to me that I tell you that the only reason I'm here is our plane is the one that did not slide off the runway yesterday. We made it in just before. So as Mr. Schwecke told you, I am an alumna of Lutheran High School West and a parent of 2 graduates of Lutheran High School Westland. He thought perhaps with that history I might have a few memories to share, although I will tell you he cautioned me to speak about Mr. Unger and not about him. I've been thinking a lot about family lately, and it may be perhaps because my husband and I are recent empty nesters. My mother was an Irish immigrant, and on this side of the Atlantic Ocean, I had a fairly small family. So, as I look about me, I see a whole table of my family right over here, because my family is my extended church family. My husband and I both attended Guardian Lutheran School. Yes, we met in 1st grade. And we had graduated from Lutheran West in 1985. In the 1980s, Lutheran West was a really unique and dynamic school. There were between 500 and 600 kids from different socioeconomic backgrounds, and together we learned and we played and we worshiped. West quickly became my school family. As in any family, there was a colorful cast of characters. Students and teachers alike. Names you will remember: Mr. Twani, Mr. Stashke, Miss Finzel, or as those of us in drama called her, say it with me, Ma. There was also a contingent at that time of younger teachers: Dave Brown, Dave Ruth, Lori Schmidt, whose hair was as big as her personality. It was the 80s after all. And Mr. Schwecke and Mr. Unger. But what was unique for my husband and I about our high school experience is that we didn't only see our teachers at school. We also saw them at church. The Schweckys and the Youngers, every Sunday, sat in the same section as my mom and dad. Our teachers were part of our community. They lived their faith as they lived their life. They didn't just teach it to us, they showed us.
Thank you very much. Wow, what a daunting task. Try to explain in 5 minutes, this was my assignment, try to explain in 5 minutes or less what Lutheran High School means to you, your family. What impact or influence has it had on your life? Or why would you send your child to Lutheran High? You know, okay, and then throw in the fact that maybe a couple good memories, a little bit of humor while you're at it would be nice. And oh yeah, don't worry, your former teacher, vice principal, and disciplinarian will be there to critique you. And if you go over 5 minutes, guess who's dropping the hammer? Mr. Mesky. So, no pressure here, and a little bit daunting. And so first I thought about it, and as you can see, I'm a fast talker. But I don't narrow things down real well. So I'm like, how am I going to do this? All right. So initially I thought I might talk about how I started dating my wonderful wife, or how my daughter started dating her wonderful husband-to-be this summer at Lutheran North, or maybe how my parents participated at Lutheran North when there was only one in Detroit. And then I thought, well, I could talk about the table right over there of all the wonderful teachers and coaches that I had and what influence they had on my life, my wife's life, and now my children's life. But then I thought, I'm far too passionate about our Lutheran high schools to waste my time with the small talk. So I had to prioritize. And whenever I say the word priority or prioritize, the first thing that comes to my mind is my dad, when I was about this high, ingraining into me from that point on about priorities and balance in your life. And if you're going to have success, then you have to have priorities and balance. And the way we do that is 1, Jesus Christ, 2, family, and 3, work. Now, if you're this high and you're this high, then number 3 is school. And number 2, family, like, I'm sorry, the young lady just so eloquently told us, is people and others. And so when you have to, you know, as my dad would say, when the rubber hits the road and you have to make tough decisions, you need to have that balance in your life. Jesus Christ, family, others, work, and school. Doesn't mean we don't work hard. It means that those things come second to Jesus Christ and family and others. So, that's what Lutheran High School does for our children. It not only teaches, mentors, supports those priorities, but it lives those priorities with our children for 4 years, equipping them with the balance and structure to be successful for life in high school and into adulthood. Lutheran High School teaches them at a very critical time in their maturation how to learn, think, pray, listen to God, work in fellowship, mentor and support each other in a Christ-like manner. I can guarantee you that these priorities live and grow with a student for 4 years while they're at Lutheran North.